Hello and welcome. Hopefully the commentary is now working and hopefully we've got the live stream up and running now. Just a little technical problem which we always tend to have during the pre-match of the game, so we're getting closer. Logan spent the entire day running around after a unlimited data sim. We thought we bought an unlimited data sim, but turns out it's only unlimited for the first 500 or gigabytes or something like that, which we then used in downloading all of the games from previous. So unlimited didn't mean unlimited. Hopefully now we've got that as an unlimited, paying about double for it to have it unlimited fast Wi-Fi. So a bit of lost in translation as can happen in these things. So look, the boys are about to line up. They're just having a quick photo. Just gonna flip to my starting lineup. And cheers bud. Thank you. And so yeah, here we go. So in goal starting is Blake Shelburne, and he is accompanied in defence by Will Hunt. Oh, let me just check I've got that right. Is Will starting? Yep. Caleb McCauley, Lucas Martin, and Isaac Spreader. We've got Blake Stone, like I say, as captain, and Logan Jolly and Emil Miliskowski in the midfield. I'm going to probably just call him Emil because I'm not going to manage to say that name. I do apologise to his surname, but similarly we have Jaimir. Again, I'm going to struggle to say his surname, so we've just called him Jay-Z. Okay, effectively named by the boys as Jay-Z with the initials JZ. So Jay-Z. We've got Xander Hall and Cooper Dawson join him up front, number 17 and number 11. We're having the photos now and the boys are shaking hands. So this looks like, in the background, what you're hearing is the mosque calling to prayer. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sound. Hopefully the camera will pan around and you'll see that it's a sort of yellow structure at the back, just behind where we're playing in the far corner on the on the right hand side as we're looking at it. It's got 4 big towers and a huge dome in the middle. Last time we were here in 2023, it was Ramadan and we were playing at 10 o'clock at night. A couple of things happened then. The thunder and lightning came in, which was quite amazing above the mosque, and then the mosque went to call to prayer for Ramadan, which was a bit of a surprise to us. It was our first game here last time, and first game here there was a bit of a joke there from the mosque person, I think. We had a little bit of a laugh, and what saying, yep, the mosque started calling to prayer, and our boys had no idea what it was, and they all stopped mid-game. So it's good that they started prior to the game starting for us this time, so the boys understand what's going on. And as you can hopefully hear, it's a beautiful, beautiful sound. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up or not, but it is something very special about playing Malaysia, that we can hear that sound as we're about to kick off this game. So, New Zealand secondary schools hot off the victory over AMD, and ready and raring to go again. Yesterday afternoon we had a training session, and it was similar time to this, about 5 o'clock we got to the training ground, and it was as hot, if not hotter than this. So we had that for the first 45 minutes, and then around 6 o'clock the sun started to go down and started to get a bit breezier, and it was a bit of a cooler. So if we can survive that, these boys here look significantly bigger than the previous ones. Guys, can you not be up here? No, down there, you're not up here. No, you go under the shade under there, guys. Like up here, we're doing the commentary on the 15. And sorry, there's some of the under-19s who are substitutes were coming up onto the game plan, but they will definitely make too much noise for us to be able to understand for the commentary. So here we go with a start of the game. As the port call to prayer probably finishes, we'll be allowed to kick off. And Captain Blake trying to talk the boys into the middle to make sure that we are focused before all of this finishes, and to make sure that we're, like I say, these boys are significantly bigger than the boys we played against before for the under 15. I do believe they might have heard that we were pretty good, and they might have ordered a few boys that might be slightly older. There we go, not something that our boys would have ever felt before, not understood before. Like I say, it's exceedingly hot. I'm going to say it's about 31, 32 degrees. The boys out there in the blistering sun. And I think really the first half is all about conserving energy, making we get through the game. Rolling those subs, the hydration break at 20 minutes will be important. It's a 40-minute half, so hydration break at 40 minutes. Rolling substitutes so the boys can get on if they need to do it. And here we go, kicking off from left to right is New Zealand in the white, and Selangor FC playing in the blue. And Selangor is a team that is second best club traditionally in Malaysia. Okay, second most successful club in Malaysia, and this is part of their youth academy set up. They're also linked, I believe, to the sports school, and there's a lot of regional sports schools around here. Well, not around here, but in their regions, of course. So some interest. Okay, as we put the ball in over the top, and the boys are going to run, and that should be Blake Strang to come out to meet that, and he does, and he takes that nice kick away, and he read that well. But that's a first indication of the speed of the Malaysians. They are quick and nippy, as we found out in the previous game in the under-19 game. Obviously, I didn't watch the 15s because I was commentating on the 19s, so I apologise. And like I said on that one, oh, and he just let that one go. Blake Strang. A couple of early opportunities there for the Malaysians, nothing really threatening, and Blake Strang does well with the early kick off the pitch and dealing with that cross. The boys are very high after their last game, obviously. Played really well. And that's down the line. So it looks like, I'm just checking how they're lining up here. It looks like we've got number 4, Lucas Martin, who's kind of come over to potentially he's in centre back with Isaac Shredder. We've got Caleb McCauley on one side, and on the far side we've got Will Hanschel as the left back. In the midfield it looks like Logan Jolly is going to be playing in a more forward role. It's not clear yet where Blake Strang looks like he's the holding one, and then it looks like Jay-Z is sitting in at the top of that Another midfield position. Number 14, Emil, is out here on the right-hand side. There's Zanderhall playing through the middle, and on the far side, that leaves Cooper Dawson playing far over on the left wing. And we've seen the Malaysians, they do like to knock it around, they do like to have possession in the middle of the park, which can be done, saves energy, of course. The possession means you're not chasing the ball. And maybe now New Zealand can live on it a bit as well. And look at that, a bit quicker now across the grass than they have against AMD. And this should be in the box, and a good save there from Blake Sherborne, and that will really start to rattle the New Zealanders. They're not going to have it all their way like they did in the last game. They're going to have to step it up. These boys are a bit bigger and stronger. Okay, so they are, I think, an under 17 side rather than an under 16, from what we're being told. And the reason being is that obviously they saw our results and were a bit worried that they weren't going to offer some competition. So this certainly looks like a team that would be able to offer some competition. The number 48 is huge. He's got heads and shoulders above the rest of our boys, which is not what we found. And we'll pick up, and we're going to deal with that, get that away. And away we go. Now we've got a break on. Logan Jolly with the opportunity to break out, and he's found Zanderhall on that far side. Sorry for my voice is breaking up now. I've turned the microphone off by mistake. I think I did. I'm not sure what I did. Okay. Like I say, if you don't want to listen to my commentary, feel free to turn the sound down or off or whatever you want to do. It's completely up to you. It's a free choice. Okay, nice little 1-2 for the Malaysians down the far side. McCauley takes a look over his shoulder, checks where his opponent is, and then moves a little bit inside. This is a good opportunity, and well tackled back there by Jay-Z. First touch for him. Hat-trick hero in the previous game.
Jadi, duduk polisi awak ni. Jangan kacau-kacau duduk polisi. Position, ready, lock sakit ni. Ya. Ready. Going up, ready. Going up. Jadi, jangan buat fat game ni. Awak atas kan. Kalau awak ni move, jangan buat fat fikir.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله هيا على الصلاة هيا على الفلاح الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Okay, sorry, hopefully that commentator's come back on. Well, again, I'm having a few technical issues with that, so just bear with me. I always turn the volume down on myself. So just to give you an idea of what happened in terms of the games here, so AMD is the National Academy, that's who we played last time, and that's the boys that are selected for that National Academy from the regional schools. However, it seems that there are 13 regions in Malaysia. Each one of them has a prince, and then they share the kingship. They call it the Prince Regentship. Every 8 years they swap around. At the moment, Selangor has it, and when we came last, Kuantan region had it. So the Kuantan region where they built the academy was being really well funded during the time that that king was in charge, or prince, sorry, was in charge. Now it's swapped over to JDT, which is the team we play on Friday. That now becomes a really well-funded team, and they're now apparently the best in Southeast Asia due to a lot of funds being put in it. They've got Luis Garcia. Some of those of you who are football fans in the early 2000s will remember him from Liverpool. I believe he played in that Champions League final. I might be wrong, but I believe he played in that. And he's their director of football and academy director or whatever you want to call it. So he's in there, paid by a king. And they completely dominate the league. So a little bit of shift of power depending on who's king, which is an interesting way to go. And a good study in Malaysian politics. So AMD were they not as well funded as they were, but this team looks very, very good. Number 8 likes to get on the ball and is making some play around there. And he burst through. Things seem to happen. So New Zealand 1-0 down here, goal in the first 5 minutes. 2 good chances for Malaysian boys as well prior to that. Good save by Mike Sherwood. And then one which went out for a goal kick. Okay, now time for Malaysia to move up the pitch. Can we keep up with them? No, we can't, and we've got to make sure that we use our pace, use our lungs. And he's called him offside there, the linesman, and quite probably was. It was so quick even for the linesman. And that's the captain there. Captain playing as a left back. Don't always see that. Okay, Silver now with the ball. Opportunity to play out. Takes it. Martin plays the ball inside, but they can't get out there, and that was picked off by the Malaysian boy before Blake Stone could get to it. Now, can we get ourselves out of the half? And that's it. Jack Taylor McCauley now. Makes some threats up. Logan Johnny over to Captain Strang. Can he get a touch on it? And he can't quite, and he's nipped in there. And they just need to be a little bit quicker around that ball. sounded like a whistle on our game, but it wasn't. It was a whistle on the game behind. Hopefully you're enjoying this game from the comfort of your living room, where it is probably a nice, cool, I'm going to say 16 degrees, can I say that maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. We've pretty much double that. So, yeah, it's definitely a hot day here. The breeze is okay up on this tower, but it's not. It's not for the boys down on the pitch. Of course, the turf and the rubber on the turf makes it feel even hotter on their feet as they're padding around there. Oh, and JG almost nicked in there. Can he save that from going for a corner? He after going for the goal kick, sorry. He can't, that will be a goal kick, but an opportunity there just to snaffle the ball away. A bit like the Malaysians did for their goal. Just trying to play out and they just managed to nick the ball. And JG almost managed to do the same thing there. Ball flinged over to the far side. That's a beautiful ball if the boy can control it. And he looks like he might have done, but it might just run out of room, and he does on the far side. A nice cheeky diag there played across the pitch from the centre back. So, I'm always a big fan of a cheeky diag. For me, probably the two major things in a game are a cheeky diag and a diving header. I always love to see those. There's not enough of them in the game. Certainly not enough diving headers. Hopefully we'll get one today. Oh, and he's been caught, but has it gone out? And I suppose my synopsis here is everything just needs to be a little bit quicker from New Zealand. We're a little bit slow and a little bit slouchy. And that might be because we went for a cooking class this morning. They ate too much, who knows? But ultimately, you've got to deal with it, and we've got to try and look again. Malaysia first to the ball. And are we going to go deep? Are we going to go mid? We're not sure at the moment. The boys need to work it out, and that's a nice ball down the line. And he doesn't quite keep it in, but that is the ball that the Malaysians want to play. Now, the question for Kellen Simmons is, do they take a step back? Do they defend the box and that ball doesn't come in and they allow them to play in front of them? That invites a shot, and of course you need to put pressure on them. Or do we go after them and try and nick the ball and break? But that does leave you exposed in behind. So, some questions around that for the coach. Rob Anderson will obviously give his view. Ultimately, he'll be asking for effort. And it's not that the boys aren't putting in effort because it's boiling hot. But if we can't put in a 50-yard sprint, we need to retreat, hold the box, and then win the ball. That's when we can break. At the moment, Malaysia is very much in control of this game. Okay. JZ tries to make a challenge, doesn't make it there. Comes out wide. And that's on wheels there, and he's just powered past the ball back, and then it's ball into the middle. Can we get it away? Ken McCall should deal with this, and he does, and maybe Johnny can bring it away. And we go to the rest of the foul. No, good. Now Blake Strang looking to play out. This is where we can break. They've committed players forward, and if we can move quickly, we can have an opportunity. And that's where you need to exert your power. The boy on the far side there, powered past Will Hagshaw, so that's a real sign of what pace they have. And they're more used to the seat, we've got to remember that. They've played in this seat all their lives. We haven't. I know Sunny Hawk's Bay can get up to a nice fair 30-something degrees, but it's nothing as stifling as this. It's really, really stifling. It's that humid heat. Okay, Will Hagshaw going forward, nice. And ball down the line. This is an opportunity to cross. We get it and we win the corner. And the referee has given the corner. The Malaysians might contemplate that, but at the moment they're not. The referee was certain that was a New Zealand ball, and that's so right, to be fair. Might be proved wrong on a replay. Okay, so set pieces are an opportunity. Jay-Z's matched up by their master defender. Okay, so that's probably actually, to be fair, about the same height. We've got Xander Hall in there, who's a big boy. We've got Isaac Shredder and the ball doesn't come in how he wanted it to. And that's, we need to get better ball in, would be the cry, but look, that's the first one. And I'm sure he will use that as a fighter for future corners. Malaysia again. Okay. Not for the keeper. It doesn't go unnoticed that the keepers are all incredibly small here as well, so anything which it goes high should, as long as it stays under the crossbar, obviously go in. But that obviously involves putting some pressure on the goal. Just holding that shape now, New Zealand. Sitting in, we've got a mid-block here. Not inviting them in. And Selangor quite happy just to knock it back. And here's the longer ball now, we need to watch that. And Caleb McCauley does. And he should get there first. And he should shepherd that out, which he does. Oh, and the referee's given a corner there. And I think the Selangor player just got there ahead of him. It sounds like there's a penalty on the far side to New Zealand. So actually under 19, sorry. It seems to have a corner. Is this 0-0? Is this 0-0? Yeah, so it's still 0-0 for the 19. Okay, so it looks like a corner coming in here. Let's hope that New Zealand can defend it. And the ball comes across and what a fantastic header away there. I couldn't quite see who that was. It was a bit tricky to see at times. And it was Lucas Martin, I believe. The sun's coming in at me a little bit. Actually, that's a light that's coming behind me. It's like my legs are so sore. Oh, I'm not able to see it. Maybe the distance, or maybe I'm just old and got bad eyesight. And we'll just have a quick eye here over what's going on in the under-19s game. As Rachel tries to play out and straight, unfortunately, to the Selangor player, and here's a penalty. Oh, Ryan Harding saved it. The goalkeeper saved it. Ryan Harding will be very disappointed with that, unfortunately. But hey, look, there's always another penalty. That's one thing we always say. So it looks like two very close games here. New Zealand not really able to get a grip on the ball at the moment, but it's certainly not giving away chances like they did in the first 5 minutes. They stepped that up, which will be pleasing for Coach Karen Simmons, and he will be very happy that they stem the flow of a few waves of Malaysian attacks. And can we get a foot in there? We can, but it's not effective. Will Henshaw, can he make a tackle? Yes, he can. And he plays it well. Well done, Will. Unfortunately, just goes to the Selangor player. And it's a lovely little turn there. Keep him in that corner is the cry. And he just wriggled his way out. What can the referee do here? And Blake Strang makes makes a great save there. I'm not quite sure what the referee's called for. Maybe it's gone out of play. Potentially, yeah. And again, we think we're a little bit quicker with our. We're going to do that, and that's unfortunate. That was a nice ball which and it looks like the New Zealand 19th has gone down 1-0 on the other side. So after having the opportunity to go 1 up, they now seem to be down 1-0. Not clear who scored that. And now he's having a run, and he can, Blake Sherborne should pick that up and deal with that. There's this Martin there. Okay, as the ball comes about to make that run in behind, and the boys do need to be careful on that. Didn't react there, but potentially would have gone through if he'd played that ball. Now it's time to win it. We've got to win that ball there. And we've got a tug of the shirt by Logan Jolly, but the referee's play on. It's going to be a long way. If you're going to have a shot, this is where they're good. They can play these little balls around the edge of the box. Can we get a touch on the ball? Can we get a touch on the ball? Not there. Ball comes out wide. Here we go. The referee says there's no offside there, and now a chance to turn the side, and they've got caught out. A nice little triangle by Malaysia, and they found the guy on the edge of the box, and that's the bottom corner finish, and that's 2-0. That's a well-worked goal from SC Selangor. So, first time for New Zealand here. Both teams are losing on this score. Finding it hard, need to find a way. Drinks break now. So, opportunity now for Coach Simmons to get a few instructions into the boys. And like I said, it's absolutely blisteringly hot here, so it is something that we need to make sure that the boys are hydrated. The sun's out. They are desperate for some water. So I just want to have the water break here. We'll have a quick look over at the 19. I'll just talk you through what's going on over here. Just nicked the ball by Ryan Harding, and now it's that Thomas Pishelka nicked the ball. Liam Boyd-Smith with time and space in the midfield. And then back to Stephen Peacock, who's the captain for the under-19s today. And it's gone back to goalkeeper Will Lawson. Sam Drake in centre back. And now it's all fallen, and we're back over here. Sam Drake smiling forward. Okay. And it looks like they're back out. Looks like they're going to be bringing Ben Towler on here potentially. Then number 5. So Isaac Schroeder is off. Lucas Martin potentially off as well. We'll check this out. Will Henshaw will make his way up to the far side. George Miller and Cooper Dawson take the pitch again. George Miller coming on. It looks like Lucas Martin has come out. Ben Towler will play alongside him after the water break. Blake Stone plays in the middle as captain still, and it looks like Carson Newman has come on in midfield as a sort of attacking midfielder. Number 10, Blaine McDonald, has gone up front. Trying to see who this is on this side. George Miller, like I said earlier, sorry. George Miller, number 2, has come taking the place over on the right back position. And we play that up and away. And see the first touch here for Blaine McDonald. Doesn't quite make the jump, but the boy behind him is about 6'3", so fair play. So even jumping with him. Number 17, Jay-Z still on. Number 17, Cooper Dawson on the far side. Looks like Strang's moved. No, Spencer Strang being pardoned has moved on to this side. Apologies. Near side here. Just in front of George Miller. And backwards. So it'll be interesting to find out what the instructions were for Callum Simmons, but it has cooled down a tiny bit here after the water break. Strangely enough, the clouds seem to have come across. It doesn't seem quite as hot. There's a bit of a breeze and a bit of a shadow over the pitch. So hopefully that's the sun maybe going down behind her. Oh, it's just behind us now, so we've only got a little bit. Oh, and here we go, Blaine McDonald in the middle, having a chance for a goal, but he's been caught by their centre-back and he can go back out. He's got a decent ball in. Can't quite make it. Okay, good chance there straight away for Blaine McDonald, and that was a ball in behind the back line. Something that maybe Coach Simmons said to try that a couple more times. See if we can find that space in there, so find that runner, whether that's McDonald or Jay-Z. Okay, and Cooper Newman to put that one up, and he does. Well done, Carter, sorry. A little ball in, and another chance, but no, good sliding challenge from the Malaysian defender. And it looks like it's been called offside there, unfortunately. Looks like a good chance. And the second goal here for against the under-19, so it's 2-0 down at this point. So a tricky game for them over there as well. Both teams 2-0 down. Coaches will have their money in this game. Oops. Sorry, thank you. Got my book. So yeah, this is a position that needs a coach on this tour down the goal before with a goal down. Or even 2 goals down, I suppose, in both games. So it's only something that obviously New Zealand had an opportunity to score with the penalty on their 19, but didn't. And those sort of things can change momentum. Okay, so the boys still feeling fight. A goal for New Zealand, and they've had a couple of chances there. We'll get them right back into this game and give them confidence. And they pick the pocket there, and this is a chance to go. And he's found it. Blaine McDonald in the middle. JC's running through the middle, but he can't quite get it there. There's another run outside here. Another George Miller. Don't quite get there. And that's unfortunate. That was a nice idea. Decent ball. Gets him away there. And under pressure, it's very difficult to make that pass. Okay, Strang facing up against the centre midfielder. Now him to play back there, and that'll be what Coach Simmons wants. Keep them in this quarter of the pitch, make them play long, and then make sure that we get runners in behind if we're having this level of block. We're going to jump in on that. George Miller there doing very well. You see the front. Again, a foul throw, and like we said on the last game for the under-19s, this is something that normally doesn't get called in the New Zealand game anymore. But obviously out in Malaysia we are playing to their rules, and their rule is that if it's a foul play, right, they give it. And it goes to the opposition team. That's something that we just have to learn. While we're over here, that different countries have different referees. Those referees sometimes interpret the rules slightly differently to the way that our referees interpret it. And we have to remember at the end of the day, we all love referees. Okay, sun's back out, so we're back up to full heat. I was rather hopeful that that was going behind the new department blocks behind us, but it's not going to. A nice switch ball there from the Malaysians, and that set down the chest. It should be a chance maybe just to nip in there, and it wasn't. Didn't quite make it. Malaysia now, the ball just outside the box. 88 puts it over to the fullback, captain fullback, number 43. They've had a little bit of joy down this side, but mainly they've run out. Mainly come from the other side. And they come back out. And they're very, very skillful, these Malaysian boys. Significantly better than AMD, which is odd. And like I say, I think it's because of these Prince situations. AMD haven't quite got the team it had a few years ago. That doesn't underestimate what we did as a team. We went there, we got the win, and that's exactly what we needed to do. And now it's about how can we dig ourselves out of this. Away from home. 2-0 down. You don't want it to go to 3 before half time. How do you then at half time turn things around and get an opportunity? Get a couple of opportunities, 1 goal puts you back in the game. Making sure that you get that next goal is going to be really, really vital for New Zealand. And a little tug by Blaine McDonald, but the referee says play on. And ball in behind again. Oh, and he's got around him, but and there's a ball at 88, and that's another finish there. And the boys just need to be a little bit stronger in their tackles. It's unfortunate. It's a very, very long way back to them now. Again, a well-worked move. Plenty of passes there from Selangor. Okay, kick off again. We really need to come up with a way here. This is how AMD felt last week, or 2 days ago. And here we go again. Come on, New Zealand. Counter over to Lucas Martin. He's coming out. Oh, they've been caught again and had their pocket picked, and the Selangor players have definitely set that trap well. And it might be a case of New Zealand having to think about a different option. They're trying to play up from the back. I know that's what they want to do, but sometimes you can't do it. And now it's a slip from the Malaysian player, ball inside to Carter Newman. Newman does well. Ball back here, and now it's keep going forward. One more, Blake's got around on his back, and he just holds him off there. Okay, New Zealand trying to have a little trouble possession. Live on the ball a little bit. That was a longer ball meant for Miller, but didn't quite make it. Okay, out on this near side here. The fullback captain was calling for it. It was, and Spencer Graham makes the challenger, and the ref deems that to be a foul. And the Malaysians get on it with it quickly. The influential players from New Zealand not really being able to affect at the moment because of the possession that the Malaysians are having. Guys are picking that as a nice ball, but now should now should be able to have a bit of possession and get caught. That's it, good. Now we can go. And a little bit of a loose ball, but we should be able to win that one again, and not quite Carter Newman now. Playing it through. Can we play it through? We have two runners there. Maybe delayed it a little bit long, but that's okay. Kept possession. Right, comes into the pocket. Blaine McDonald. Plays it on George Miller. George Miller now moving the ball. That's it. Man on his back. Okay. And Carter Newman quick to that ball. Chance to drive now for Blake Strang. Okay, it's better. A little bit of possession. Well, we're coming up to about half time in the next 5 minutes or so. 3-0 down. Some very well worked goals by the Malaysians. And although there's been a couple of opportunities, and here's one more run for Blaine McDonald, can he get a shot away? Unfortunately, he doesn't quite catch that, but I'm going to be honest, I feel like that's the best way through. A ball over the top now a couple of times for Blaine McDonald has reaped some rewards. It's had a corner, it's had a shot slightly off target there, but seems to be the way to play it. Get that ball to the centre back, miss out the midfield, get the ball in over the top. The centre back doesn't seem to want to run with him on this side, number 30. I know it's not what the football purists like to see, but sometimes you just have to win a game of football. And sometimes you have to play in different ways to be able to do that, and that's something that we're going to have to learn very, very quickly if we're going to get anything back in this game. Coming inside now. Can we nick that one? We can nick that one with JD. Good, this is where we need to start. And he wriggled past two there, but unfortunately the ball couldn't quite find his centre out there on the far side, Cooper Dawson. Just not really coming off for New Zealand, just not happening in the way it did against AMD and against KL in the first game. And I do worry that it might have been the cooking class we went on today. The boys had a lot of fun, but it was very, very hot. We've got some very full bellies. So we'll see. Okay, the boys are trying to get some ball here. So for me, it would be trying to attack down that middle flank. Middle flank. Right-hand flank, our right-hand flank. Trying to get George Miller and Blaine McDonald away down this side. It seems to be the weaker of the two sides in terms of us having chances in between that fullback and that centre-back. That's a lovely sweeping ball again by the Malaysian, and the captain will pick it up on this side. And he needs to make sure, George Miller, that he doesn't dive in, and he doesn't force him to play backwards. And the switch ball now into the far corner, that should be Will Henshaw's. Unfortunately, just drops over his head. And again, needs to make sure we can't get the cross in. Don't let him wriggle past you. That's it. Watch the ball, not the player. Okay, fast feet from these Malaysian boys today. And then the ball into the box. Header from George Miller. Nice little chip through and right on George getting away there. And the ball now. Can we get the pass? A lovely ball by George Miller. That's fantastic. And then if we get away, unfortunately not. That was the right idea. And a much better play there. George Miller winning the ball in his own box. Bring it out wide. Pass sort of a diag, cheeky ground diag into the middle of the box. Into the middle of the pitch, sorry. J-Mar then off and running and tried to find blame at McDonald's with the through ball. And unfortunately for New Zealand, the Malaysian boy read that. But for me, it's only one goal, and we're back in this. I think it's become more even. Yes, the possession's better for Malaysia, but they haven't created any chances. Other than the goals in the big one. And I'm talking about the last 20 minutes, 10 minutes. They've worked that well, though. I might have to hold my words there. That will mean to be going out for a goal kick. They have Sheffield that well out for a goal kick there. I think that's Lucas Martin on the far side. Okay, Blake Strang there, pickpocketed by the Malaysian boy. Shot, and Blake Sherborne will be able to gather that fairly tame shot. It's something that they need to make sure they look at is that ball into the central midfield has been picked off a couple of times, certainly from the first goal. We just need to make sure that and so sometimes we just have to kick.
Come on, let's go Freeway, let's go!
A little bit of after there it looks like on George Miller. And the Malaysians are playing the Malaysian game. They're niggly and they get into you. This is where we've got to be careful. This is where they pick us off a couple of times and let's release the ball and then go long. Would be my rest. Oh no, we've found it. We've kind of got to go longer quicker in my opinion. We've got an opportunity there to hit line down to Blake McDonald. Missed out that midfield. They're really combative, the Malaysian midfield. They want to press us. Now we go. Nice. Now we get to have a run at them. Work that nicely. He's out to the far side.
Let's go, boys.
Held him out on that far side. Oh, and he called it offside there. Amazingly. Okay. Something that we need to understand is that we might not get the rub of the green over here. And like I said, definitely looked like it was onside from this angle, but I'm not down on the pitch. I'm up in the tower. Not one of those towers in the master. I'm just in a tower in between the two pitches. It's actually, when I say tower, it's more two cargo containers on top of each other with a hole cut out, which is very nice. Okay, the ball comes over. Okay. George Miller again. He's playing really well since coming on. He's really put his shift in. Actually, just if they can get him a bit further up the pitch, that might be, he might even be effective in this final third for New Zealand. The runner goes through. And out wide quickly again, and this will be another chance for Will Henshaw to show if he can face up. They need to get two on this guy. He is quick, he's showing it, he's got real quick feet. And Will Henshaw that time manages to see the ball out. Looks like it is the water break over here on the under-19, so I believe it's 2-0 over there to FC Selangor, and it's half-time over here for us as the 16th. Okay, I'm going to quickly run down and get myself some water and some 100 Plus, which is an energy drink or type of energy drink, and then I'll come back when the second half starts. So go and make yourself a cup of tea and enjoy the rest of the second half. Hopefully we can get back in the game.
Yeah, Guardian.
Dia letak aja. Memang sangkut dah kat muka kau. Kau pendek lah. Kau pendek memang sangkut lah. Dia tu sipis dia. Tahu model 3 lawan dengan 18. Jadi dia pun tanya balik. Dia ada 15 dan 16. One. Okay. Dia pusing kau cakap apa? Dia kerja nak faham. Ya, mana? Bila bola offside. Dia awak 5 bola, memang tak offside lah. Sebelum bola dihantar tu, dah offside.
Just start heading over, bring the accent you have.
Sikit sekali dua boleh. Bagi dia secak sikit. Oh, padahal buka-buka bagus. Cara dia perempuan. Masuk sini. Malam-malam keluar, editing balik lambat, pukul 3-4 pagi, esok baru pagi nak ready. Buat bukti. Bukan tak bagus, budak-budak kita kena beras tu. Semua kalau kita takkan nak tapal Liverpool. Islam tu, dia beras tu juga dulu. Liverpool datang, Arsenal datang, Man City datang. Lama je kita tapal, JKMB dan bagi. Dah. Saya ingat masa saya baru masuk negeri 2015 buat masa tu Man City final dengan Malaysia kena bantai 5-3. Budak-budak kita memang bagus. Tapi bila hantar politik lah apa semua. Macam tu yang kita tengok. Korea tu yang import lawak United. Oh dia hayuk. Indra mari suku mari tu. Si jawab, sabi ni pun dah membuka dah. Si Elevarasa dah membuka. Sabi hilang. Dia kena kepor ni. Rabi suku dia ni kepor. Tadi mana? Okey dah. Tapi dah malam ni. Dia lagi tidak tipu. Tak bang. Buka. Oh ya tu. Kita yang kita nak suruh kita yang tutup. Tapi saya kau yang tak tutup. Dia free pula dah lama. Aku dia bising. Walaupun dia off break di bawah.
Looks like we're heading back out there, and so we quick word with see if we can get a quick word with Coach Rob Anderson, see if he can tell us what's been said at half time. I know he looks like he's busy at the moment, so we'll leave him alone, and we'll head back up to my vantage point, which is, like I say, up in a big double-story container. Probably seen better days, but hey, it gets you up above the pitch, it does the job it's meant to do. And that's probably reminiscent of Malaysia. Everything does the job it's meant to do. So, I'm back up in the vantage point, and hopefully you're hearing the commentary coming through the VO live stream. We've had a real battle today, like I said at the start, with making sure this gets right. Unlimited data doesn't mean quite the same thing in for a month. Unlimited data for a month doesn't quite mean the same thing in New Zealand as it does in Malaysia. So I know there's a guy who was coming on for them who looks like he's older than me. So number 23. Might be a good thing because I can't play football anymore to save myself. So, but it does look pretty old guy. Always a beard always makes it look a little bit older. So that's why the boys try these hide moustaches that they seem to want to sport all the time. I look older, but I'm not a fan, to be honest with you. Having said that, I'm currently sporting a beard myself, so I probably need to be quite normally clean shaven. But a lot to do. Shaving isn't on the list. Should be really. Turn up back home like a homeless person. Okay, so it has definitely cooled here. Okay, breeze is coming across now. You can see that the pictures are so bright. Okay, it's a bit darker. The sun is definitely, and this happened to us yesterday around this sort of time, which is 5:48. Okay, 5:48. The sun came down and it was far cooler. I mean, it's still hot. It's still hard to run around. Don't get me wrong. Still probably around 28 degrees, something like that. But it definitely isn't that searing sun heat that was on them in the first half. Do you want to have ask a question?
Pretty good.
So we've been joined up here by Callum Simmons, who's the number 16 coach. Callum, what was the feeling at half time?
We're up for a big challenge, but that's what we wanted. We spoke about it pre-game that we want to be tested. These after boys, we've done some stuff on team identity and the team they want to be. We asked them to show that, even though it's really hard.
Fair enough. And what from the tactical side, what did you tell them? How are you going to turn this game around?
So we found it difficult to jump and get good pressure on the ball. So we talked about timing of when to jump and who jumps and how everyone underneath the ball reacts to that. So we're going to defend a little lower, look for moments, jump and go and press aggressively. And that was the main one. And then we talked a little bit about how we can build up from the goalkeeper, because they're obviously pressing very high. So how we can bypass some of that pressure and find players higher up the pitch.
Oh, very good. Yeah, they have seemed to have snaffled the ball off our goal kick quite a bit, so that's something that you obviously spoke about and worked on there. Next goal, very important.
Yeah, it's a big challenge. I don't think it's beyond us though. So we've asked just to show character and look to improve in the second half.
Excellent. Thank you, Coach Simmons. We'll get you back to Roosing. You know, you've got another opportunity to speak to the boys at 20 minutes with the hydration breaks here, so it's a good opportunity to tweak things, bring players on, off, through the tide, and have a go tactically at what they're going to do. So I'm just trying to look at the team here and see who's playing. Macaulay's come here to the left back this time, with Miller continuing over at right back. We've got Lucas Martin again inside with as a centre back alongside Ben Towler. It looks like Carter Newman has dropped maybe into a lower six, or maybe Spencer Strang and Carter Newman are in there as a double. A little bit of handball there by George Miller, didn't know anything about that. Jay-Z in that midfield area as well. Blaine McDonald looks like he's moved over. And it sounds like there's a goal on the other side. 2-1. So that's what Coach Field would have definitely been asking for earlier on. Over on this side, but Blaine McDonald in a bit of a chance here. If he can catch that ball, it's a really good opportunity for New Zealand to get something into the box if they can support him. And Blaine McDonald goes round him and gets the ball over to Carter Newman. A tricky beat, Carter Newman. And again, Blaine McDonald trying to find, and the linesman has called offside there. I think that was from the pass from Carter Newman. Maybe Blake McDonald came back on from an offside position, and potentially a right decision there. I didn't really see it, but we have to go to the referees, obviously, regardless of my disagreement, or hope that there's disagreement. So yeah, it sounds like the under-19s game, which has just had half-time itself, so I thought it was a water break, but it was actually half-time. They have gone to 2-1 down. Okay, so again, remember they missed the penalty when it was 0-0, so they definitely have got an opportunity against them. But there's a Malaysian boy through here. Charlie makes a good save down by his near post, and that number 33 does like to run in behind. I'm not sure actually where he comes from, whether he's a central striker or runs from deep, but they have found him on a couple of occasions coming through there, especially early on in the half. So Charlie Lampout from Francis Douglas in goal now as well. Sorry, I didn't say that change. He'll have a half, with goalkeepers essentially sharing half at the moment. Charlie's from my old horse, Let's go. He was from Francis Douglas rather than New Plymouth Boys, so it was a great chat though. He's still a lovely lad. I'm only joking with Francis Douglas people. We are, but know that it was great competition. Taranaki, and the ball passing around on the outside box. Carter Newman here. Oh, Jay-Z out here. Can he get it away? Not quite. He just couldn't sort his feet out. But Lucas Martin should be able to just play that back to the goalkeeper. And opportunity again now to play out. It's a little better from New Zealand. A longer ball, it's a rangy ball. A bit too central, I'd say, probably for that to be effective, but it was the attempt to play a cheeky diagonal. We love that in the game. Need to see more of it. So I'm just saying that loudly while Coach Simmons is around, because obviously that will make up part of his hydration break. So we'll see how it goes. Diving header at the back stick. There you go. Bang. Diving. Oh, see, there you go. Diving header would have been perfect there, although admittedly, if I was on this turf, I wouldn't want to dive header, but I am 45, so these young boys should be sticking their head in everywhere. But a nice cross, and look, New Zealand have certainly worked the ball much better in this early part of the half. So we can just get a goal back, a little bit of momentum shift. We can possibly grow into the game and get a bit of a grandstand finish. Okay, a little. Now, can they do anything here? Very difficult to get the ball off these Malaysian guys in the midfield. Ball back across. And now can we have it? And they go, where are they going to come out? And he's drawn the foul. Blaine McDonald standing over the ball. Not sure if the referee doesn't seem to mind that. Looks like something's happened on the 19s game, the yellow card by the looks of things. You can hear Coach Field saying he got the whole ball. Obviously the referee didn't feel the same, so he's giving a yellow card for that one. And Carter's trying to get in there and they've nicked the ball. That's it, good, that's what they need to do. And play him away now, play him away, good. Get your crossover, Blaine, can we do it? Unlucky, he gets that ricochet back and the Malaysian's going to come away with it. Unfortunately, he didn't go for a corner. So the boys are certainly playing nicer football, nicking that ball in that third. And then, oh no, here we go, we're in a bit of trouble here. Okay, so he's running 84 round, running with the ball, running at our centre back. And well done to Kenny McCauley, comes across, sees the danger and just makes him, pushes him out wide. Gives him George Miller to deal with. And they've got good cover on. And hopefully we'll clear that. Lucas Martin, a big kick up. And can Jamar win that ball? Yes, he can. Let's hold on to it. Well done. It looks like Xander Hall there to me, in the middle. It doesn't quite come off of New Zealand, but that's okay. Playing significantly better than the first 10 minutes of the other half. And he's woken up, and the and I'm sure the lack of sun coming down on them is going to help. Okay, Carter Newman now again can pick it off. And that's a lovely little turn by Hall. Going to get back inside. And karate kick across. It's gone across the goal. Hopefully Blaine McDonald can pick that up. And it just comes out on the throw in here. So
Go New Zealand!
Definitely New Zealand starting to have the better of this game now. It's good to see. They've not let their heads drop at half time. It's got the instructions that you heard from Cameron Simmons to talk about teams. Oh, okay, that's got to be a corner ball, and it is. Well done, referee. Got that one. And now there's an opportunity. We saw a ball going in the first half that didn't make it past the first defender, so we now need to make sure this goes high, loopy high. And if I'm Jay-Z, I pull that guy who's marking me, the massive guy, I pull him right out of the box, and I take him towards the ball, leaving it for our other big guys to have a chance. Lucas Miller. Ball's gone in. Yes! Oh! I can't quite see that was number 11 or 17. Very difficult for me to see that. Also, was it 11? It was 11, yeah, down the hall. And Blaine McDonald coming over onto the side. Yes, we can win that one again. Keep with him. Don't foul him, Carter. That's it. And then we play out, and yep, lovely. And they've really started to work that much better now. Starting to work that much better. Jay-Z down the line. Well done, excellent. And Stevie, I think he bought that foul, but hey, at the end of the day, he was being fouled just outside the box, and the player continued it as he went into the box. Well done to Jay-Z there, and that's a penalty. And look, this could be a real lifeline back into the game. Who is the calmest person on the pitch? That's the question. The half-time team talk really has made a difference with playing the ball in their half now rather than in our half. And was that? Coach was enjoying the fact that I said the team talk is going well. I forgot he was in earshot. I wouldn't have said it had I known. Only joking. He's done a fantastic job this tour. No idea how he does all this stuff with the PowerPoints and all that kind of stuff. And he really has made this a team when they talk about team ethics and teamwork, right? And he talked about that at half-time, like he says, and he's done a lot of work with the boys in the hotel around that stuff. Let's have a look and see. Oh, he saved it. We didn't expect that. Ray McDonald, crestfallen, and that's 2 penalties saved. Now 1 in the 19s game and 1 in this game, and New Zealand must need to have a bit of penalty practice potentially. Hey, it's where it is, it's what happens. Penalties should be scored, but rarely are, as we've seen through the work, well, not rarely, but often aren't from this World Cup. If Lionel Messi can miss penalties, certainly anyone here can, and that's no disrespect, obviously, to the boys here, but ultimately, Lionel Messi is amazing, and these boys are fantastic too. But even the best in the world miss penalties at some times, and Blaine McDonald can take heart from that. It looks like it's getting quite feisty over on the under-19s game. I'll keep you informed over there. There's a lot of shouting. And look, ultimately we didn't get the pen, but we certainly are playing better, and it's something that we need to progress and continue. And winning this ball higher up the pitch has done that. Not letting there, now he's gone, and we should have Lucas Martin to win that, and that was a great header, really strong header, and that's the diving in order to pick that one out of the air. Sort of diving goal, header goal, but still a diving header. So, and, you know, like I said at the start, I'm always a fan of a diving header. Diving headers, slide tackles, cheeky dives. Things that I really enjoy. Go, play him. There we go. Here's down the line. Go on, Blake. Will he make it? Unfortunately, it's just going to run out of the pitch. But again, it's an idea. It's the way that we can release them quickly. Malaysia can't, Selangor can't set, and it can create chances, like we saw with the penalty. So 3-0 here to Selangor, and a missed penalty opportunity to get us back into the game. But that is what it is. It means we've got opportunities, we've got goals in it. And this half is certainly proving that. If it's cooled down, I'm sure if it's cooled down, it's helped us a lot. And Colin just misses that tackle, and Blake McDonald does it, and that was really well done. He's managed to win that off 2 players there, and a little chip in the middle, and it was I don't know if that was a stinger or a slider. That's what Coach Simmons talks about quite a lot. He talks about whether it was a stinger, which is a ball across the box, or a slider, which is one to the back of the box, and that was sort of somewhere in between, I suppose. Probably more of a stinger. Slider. I might have even got that wrong, so don't quote me. Like I say, you don't have to listen to my commentary. It might be just a load of old babble. Here we go, corner now. We've got to make a difference on these corners. That's a great header, and it goes up with the goalkeeper. Lock him on, and over the top, and look, they really are having some chances now, New Zealand. They should be getting themselves back into this game. Okay, there's been a very, very poor first half, I'd say, and I'm not going to sort of mince my words on that. It wasn't a great first half, but this second half, they have really come out of the traps, and they have really played in the Selangor half, and they are looking determined, and that's that unity, that stuff that Coach Callum talked about. It should be Coach Callum or Coach Simmons. I'm just going to swap between the two. You guys will be able to understand what I mean. Westlake, of course, Westlake coach. Here, along with his counterpart, Logan Douglas, or affectionately known as Dougie, who is here with us as well from Westlake Boys. Always been a really great supporter of our New Zealand secondary school football, Westlake. Even when they haven't had coaches in the team, they supplied players to it. And they wanted their boys to come away with us, and they wanted us to have this experience. And as I hope you're finding from back home, all the postcards that you're getting back home, it really is a good experience from your son. There we go. I joke about postcards, but we were able to send some postcards from the top of the Petronas Towers. So, a little bit old school, I think, to be honest. It was only me, Rob Anderson and Logan Douglas who did it, because we've got nostalgic. I don't even know the boys knew what that was, because it wasn't electronic, we didn't have to type it or anything. Oh, he's in here, and well done to the goalkeeper. Okay, a little quick, and look, there's chance after chance starting to appear. But there's a bit of space now for Selangor, and New Zealand need to get back. They are committing men forward to try and win that ball high at the pitch. And now it's a case of, can we get back in position now that they've got possession? Far side. Little spell of possession now for the Selangor team. Enjoying a bit of possession. And comes up there, right full-back here. And this is the first spell they've had for a while, to be fair. Selangor team, let's make sure we close them down. He's going to cut nicely inside, and that should be picked off, and it is lovely by George Miller. And a very good game of George Miller. And just a little bit too much there for Jay-Z. Jay-Z very much a favourite of the boys here on the tour. Lovely personality, boy from Colombia, and only arrived in New Zealand a couple of years ago, I'm going to say, maybe even last year. But wow, he's making an impression. Lovely big smile. Love him. he's been a real asset for the tour. He's played, well, on top of that, he plays really good football. So I probably should say that as well. Yeah. And Carter Newman as well, wonderful. He's won it again. He's just been winning and winning and winning that ball in there. So that was a nice fly ball through there. I think it was a slider, not a stinger. But like I said, I can't really remember, so I'm just going to say it. I hope that Coach Simmons tells me I'm right.
Come on, New Zealand, fly, let's go,
Lovely.
let's go!
Baines won that. He squeezed it through to Jay-Z. Yes, he has managed to. And the defender just picked up. Look at this. This is just all New Zealand now. All New Zealand. Not like the first half. It's a complete change in game. New Zealand not letting them go out there. And lots actually said that Carter Newman really winning that ball high up the pitch. Not just Carter, Spencer Strand, Jay-Z as well. Doing that and then releasing out into forwards. I'm enjoying George Miller's roll out there on the right as well. And Caleb McCauley looks to come up on this left-hand side, and hopefully Carter Newman can find him. He needs to open up his body, and they go for the longer ball. Not going to make it, unfortunately. And perhaps if I was Caleb McCauley, I'd probably be a little bit annoyed with him. These boys are way nicer than I am. I would probably give them a bit of a bollocking there, but the boys are nice boys, and I have to say that has been a real feature of this trip is how wonderful these young men are. An absolute credit to you guys back home. Absolute credit. Oh, it looks like there was a chance there, maybe for Selangor in the under-19s game. I think that game's still 2-1. No, is it 2-1 still? 2. Oh, I thought they scored. Oh, no, it wasn't a goal. Oh, okay, 2-0. Beg your pardon. Crossed in here, and again they get that one away, but not convincing. And Carter Newman wriggles and puts the ball, and unfortunately that goes high and wide over the thing. Like I say, it is a real feature of this team that it's such lovely boys to take away. As far as I know, we haven't had a moment's problem with them. The only real problems we've had is a little bit of dehydration, which is completely to be expected. I have to admit, I've got a little bit of dehydration myself, so a little bit too much cooking this afternoon. So I thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? But it's actually cooking, amazing cooking, which is such a fantastic experience. It was, I mean, the boys really got into it, and like I say, they're lovely boys, and why wouldn't they? It was very funny to see these tiny little Malay women and chefs with about 6 of our massive boys around them, giving them instructions and telling them what to do and all the rest of it, and the boys were great. They accepted it, and they did it, and they made some lovely food, so you guys can look forward to that when they get home. Okay, now we're here. Can we get down the hall away? Unfortunately not. Zona's lost a shin pad there. He'll put that back in when he gets an opportunity. The modern day shin pads aren't really shin pads anyway. They're those tiny little things like a pirate's eye patch. So I'm not sure, there must be lots of pirates out there missing eye patches, because a lot of our boys have these types of shin pads, and I can't really. Oh no, I thought again it was a goal. Oh, and the referee doesn't make it. And again we pick it up. Here we go. Can down the hall do something now? Cross the slider there. J Mark. Oh, and he didn't quite get the purchase he needed on that ball. Didn't quite get the purchase he required. And again, that goes into the goalkeeper's hands, and another chance here for New Zealand. Yeah, shin pads in my day were fully up to your knee, ankle guards, the whole lot. But then back in those days, you were allowed to tackle properly, and these days you're not. So I'm probably being a bit facetious there, so please don't stand on me on that. But those of us older players who played in the 80s, especially those ones who enjoyed watching the Vinnie Jones documentary recently, would agree that a tackle's not a tackle anymore. But probably for the good of the game as well. When I say probably, it's definitely for the good of the game. Even though I'm not a fan of it, I like the big, strong tackles. Like I said, slide tackles for me are fantastic. But again, you're going to cut your legs up on this stuff. And now I'm babbling away, so I'm going to be quiet for a second. Longer ball, no, I'm not. That's the ball. Surely the Lino's put his own flag up, and he has. Lyman put his flag up on the near side. Well, on Lino, that was absolutely the right decision. And I don't know what the boys have done there. They've taken a quick free kick, but given it straight back to Selangor. So let's hope this doesn't punish them. They need to And now we're going to have a hit, and there's a strike. Oh, and it hits the other boy square in the head. Is he okay? Hopefully he's okay. Seems to get that. And yeah, he looks like he's okay. That knocked him for 6, and whether that was heading towards Charlie Lampow's skull or not, I've got no idea. But it certainly had a bit of venom behind it, that's for sure. Spencer's back now on the ball. And the ball back to Charlie Lampow. Not had a huge amount to do, to be fair to Charlie, in this game. He made a good save early on, down to the near post there. And since then, he's really just been about kicking and moving the ball along, and that's fine, because sometimes that means that we're not getting attacked, and they're not getting chances. Nigel Newman in that centre midfield, starting to control that now. And Ken Cannon will call to get it yet, and a little back flip. Will that come off? Yes, it does for Blaine McDonald. Blaine's now looking to play the ball inside. Okay, look like maybe they called the offside, but they hadn't. Oh, and referee says no to a handball there. Strang got away with that one a little bit. And that's a big diag again, and that's going to be Blaine McDonald. No, he can't quite win it. Never put it on his heels, and that was ball for Jay-Z. Oh, I was rather hoping Jay-Z might turn there around there. He had a good place to run into, but hey, that's the reason why I'm not out there. Also the reason why I'm not coaching. Ball in the midfield now, they can go. This is it. Nice ball through there. Got people out wide. Blaine McDonald. Oh, he's falling offside again. Unbelievable. I don't know. It's hard to see in that angle whether that was offside. They were certainly close. Okay, here we go. And again. Back to goalkeeper, and this is where New Zealand have managed to win the ball on occasion. And they let him have it there. It's when it comes out, and that's the big question. No, McDonald's let him go, and Carter Newman's come towards him. Can we get a foot on that? He can, and maybe another foot, and win back possession. That wasn't what was happening in the first half. The boy was able to run, connect 2 or 3 passes before New Zealand could even get to them once they went over the halfway line, and that's not happening this half. But the score is still 3-0, and New Zealand definitely need a goal before the hydration break to give them some foothold in this game. Going now, nice pass out wide. Lucas Martin, ball over to the far side. Into feet. Oh, that looks like a mill there, going winning the ball. And doesn't quite come off in there. And that looks to me like the water break, potentially. Am I wrong on that? Yes, I possibly am. So New Zealand 3-0 down from the first half, but in this quarter, I suppose, which our game seems to be played in nowadays, they have certainly been the better side. So something for them to be positive about, and an opportunity for them to get back into the game. I'll just be quiet for a minute while the hydration break going is enjoy your cuppa. Okay, so 20 minutes to go in this game after the drink break, or 20 minutes to go, I think. So New Zealand pro, and New Zealand has definitely been in the ascendant of the year. Jolly back on in midfield, it looks like. Blake Brown again takes that captain's armband and looks to try and get the team moving. And on this near side, we've got David Dawson. Centre back, number 15. Number 16, beg your pardon. Isaac Spreader back on. And with number 5, Ben Towner, centre back. George Miller still on the right side. And number 14, Emil, who was on beforehand as well. So an opportunity for us to get back in this game. Francis Strang and Blake Strang holding that midfield. Dawson looks like on the wings. Oh, looks like a 4-4-2 to me, potentially. It's on 4-4-2. Number 18, Logan Johnny, looks like he's staying up front. So it looks like he dropped into midfield when defending for Steve. So a good 20 minutes for New Zealand, but they didn't get the goals that they needed. And so that will be the only thing that Alan Simmons says is, pull the trigger, have a go. Looks like a free kick here. Okay, they take it short. Possibly we'll whack that one in there at this stage of the game and got our big boys up and how they'll pop on goal, but trying to go short. Oh, he almost got caught there and back over Charlie Lampau to play it, and we can turn out. Doesn't quite make a connection there. Blake Strang. Wins it back well though, runs it into his own play, but Cooper Dawson gets out of the way and Strang's got the ball. Nice cover with nice feet. Dawson gets the ball out of there. I couldn't quite see exactly how that happened, but it looked amazing. So we go here, cheeky diag now. Strang wants that to cheeky diag, Dawson wants that cheeky diag out wide, and that's not the ball that we wanted. Okay. A lot of noise happening over there. Okay, another yellow card over. It looks like it's getting a fiery game there. Under 19's 2-0 down and looking for a way back into the game. Very similar to this game, although like I say, we're 3 goals down here in under 16. So not a great first 20 minutes from us. Improved after the water break and certainly improved after half time. So I think I'll be right in saying certainly the sun going down has helped a lot. And like we said to the boys, that's what you need to play against. You have to play against the conditions, you have to play against the referee, you have to play against the players, the turf, everything. None of this is new to us. Okay, now, we get across to Olsen. Played it down, puts the ball in. Oh, missed the header, but still in the box. And unfortunately, a same shot there, hits the goalkeeper. And I think Jolly would be a little bit upset he wasn't giving it back there to play forward and drive forward and get the shot away. But hey, this is decisions that we make during game. Like I said, I'm not out there. Okay, ball on the other side, on the near side, sorry. Again, in Malaysia, always keen to play these short passes, and it's something that we've managed to pick up, and Strang managed to wick it and play it off. And the ref doesn't give a foul there, there's like a push in line. Cougar Lawson has said something possibly that they, surprised the referee understood it, but he obviously speaks English, and always speaks in that vernacular, I'm assuming. Okay, ball coming across. Ball in through the middle, and that's okay. And Charlie, damn. And there's Jim's like, he'll get an offside, that's a goal. Unlucky. And after all that play, unfortunately, didn't quite make the contact there that Charlie Lampard needed to do, stay or go. He had to make that decision. And look, sometimes it pays off you, and sometimes it doesn't. And unfortunately, this time it didn't come off them. But it must be said, New Zealand have had all of the play. And it definitely looks like a fiery game over on the far pitch, on the under 19. Come on now, boys, let's get a goal. We'll get ourselves back into it. Let's win the half. Oh, Charlie Lampard, unfortunately, doesn't make contact. Well done. And we'll get claims for foul. And nice turn there from Strang, wriggles away. And so down the line, I'm pretty sure the ref will call that for offside. And it just runs through to the goalkeeper and loves it to play on. So they do like to play a high line here, the Malaysians, and I don't think we've really got that. You're going to not get the decision, even if you're slightly offside. Or slightly onside. You've got to really time that run perfectly so that it takes the decision out of the line from hands. And like I said before, it's just part of being in Malaysia. Okay, well, we've had the hydration break. We've probably got about another 15 minutes playing this game, and unfortunately it's 4 down. Has been a lesson here for some of the New Zealanders, especially in that first early part of the game. And the next game kicks off at 10 o'clock, so again it was slightly different. It'll be cooler, not a lot cooler, but cooler in the morning part, and then as the sun comes up, as the midday sun rises, we should see a much hotter second half. So it's kind of the opposite to this game. So that's something the coaches need to think about. And Malaysia now moving the ball across. And they can play this here now. It's up to New Zealand to go and get the ball. Oh, it definitely looks like there's some fire in the bellies of the under 19s over there. They get out of here unscathed, both teams. Now play. There you go. Got some space. Nice ball in. Beautiful ball in. And Xander Hall just underneath it, but couldn't quite get there ahead of the defender. And that was a much better play again than from New Zealand. The ball out wide. The coach Rob Anderson was shouting, "Get the ball out! Get the ball out!" Cooper demanded it, and he did. And the ball came out to him. And again, you get opportunities when you see those options and you play them quickly with purpose. There's an opportunity gets created. When you try and slow the ball down and let them get back into position is the problem. Oh, can we win that one? Not quite. Logan Johnny doesn't quite make it there. And the ball over the far side to the runner. And a great save there, lovely shot there from the Malaysian boy, and Charlie Lampard equal to that. It was probably a good 18 yards, 25 yards out. he got down nicely to his right-hand side and pushed that away for a corner. So that will inspire a bit of confidence there for Charlie. Like I say, Taranaki born and bred. I think. Certainly from Taranaki. I'm not sure if he's born and bred. Assuming so. Corner comes in. Back post. Oh, and a ball cannons off the Malaysia player, and we managed to get that away. And that was Martin potentially who's got that away. No, it's Taylor. No, it wasn't Lucas Martin. Very difficult to tell them apart from this because you actually just see their numbers and go with it. Because it was actually Isaac's treasure. So, there you go. Well done, me. Oh, and that looks like it's 3-0 over in the New Zealand under-19s game, so losing 3-0 over there. Similar to over here, but obviously 1 goal down, and it was a significantly harder game than we had previously in AMD, which is, like I said, a bit of a surprise. But that's how things shift in Malaysian football. I heard last time they were significantly the best team, being the National Academy, but without funding, they've obviously dropped off. Like government funding, I think it's funding from the royal family. So moving the ball around here. These boys are older than our boys, okay, we're playing an age group up, and the reason for that was obviously we didn't want to win 9-0 again. It's the opposites happened here, obviously. We were struggling to get a foothold in the game, but I have to say, in the second half, we have had chances, and you score one of those chances, penalty or a couple of those through balls, then actually we're back in the game. And it's about those things, it's about taking the opportunities when they come along, having the headspace, having the ability to keep calm, keep cool, take your opportunities, get a good solid connection with the ball. As Gary Lineker, a great England striker, said, you just have to hit it between the posts, nowhere else. Stick it between the posts, it's then up to the goalkeeper. Always get it between the posts. Confidence games, special football at that. Free kick there, and New Zealand feel that went against them. Barely went against them. Comes out wide here. Probably not too long to go, maybe 10 minutes. It'll be nice for the boys to get a goal. Keep spirits high. Doing what they've done across the game, moving the ball around. What point when New Zealand step in, and here it goes. And they get a touch on that, and it looks like they can there. George Miller, and a nice ball through there. Van der Hall, can he make it? And he doesn't make up the ground, unfortunately. And he goes for a goal kick. All sort of running away from him. The angle and direction wasn't in his favour. But sometimes you have to deal with that as a striker. Did well to get it there. Okay, and coming into that, there's 2 out on this near side here. Unfortunately, didn't quite make contact there. And it's now just a case of passing around the back line for Selangor. Let's hope they try and do something so that New Zealand can nick the ball. Oh, it's a nice ball into the middle of midfield. He's looking wide. gets his head up and plays a nice solid ball out to the oncoming fullback on the left-hand side. Back inside. Nice pass inside there. And again, they're not really progressing now. They don't need to, they're 4-0 up. They're just looking for holes, making New Zealand work. New Zealand need to get a bit of a grip on this game. They did for the first 20 minutes of this half. It's a really, really good spell. Fortunately, the goal seems to have knocked the stuffing out of them a little bit. And they've got to make a challenge, and centre-back comes across and challenges it. Oh, and a little bit of a mix-up. Oh, and they do well to wriggle that one out.
New Zealand!
Paul Henshaw finished the game on this near hand side. Coming in as left back. U16, Shredder passes it in to Blake Strang. Captain Blake, and it finds Spencer Strang. Nice ball into the striker there, and that's something that Dan Hall can work with, and he gets a nice ball away. That's it, can we find something? Logan Jolly asking for the ball. Out on this side, Will Henshaw receives it. Hands it back, and he's sneaked away a referee, thank you very much. Now if I was these boys, I would be sticking it in the box. Okay. Okay, ball in here. Can we win that first ball? We can. Can we win the second? Very excitement over there on the other side. I think, like I say, it's 3-0 there. To be fair, it hasn't. I don't feel like it's been a 4-0 game. I know that possibly if you look at the first 20 minutes, it certainly was. But since then, it's changed. And in the second half, first portion of the second half, the boys put a really, really decent shift in. And like I say, that fourth goal just sort of knocked the stuffing out. And had they got a goal in there, in that period, I think we would have seen them go on and get another and then open this game up. But Malaysia now making all the play. All down the line. Taylor McCauley, I think he was on the side, far side. No. Number 2 still George Miller at right back. Nice and neat from New Zealand. Can they work it out the far side? Where is it? Look at that. A good call in the middle. And that was not the ball he was hoping for. It was caught between, I think, playing Xander Hall and playing Logan Jolly. So 6 to 1, half the other, and he didn't find either, unfortunately. And Malaysia in now, little turn. They enjoy that little turn. And he doesn't break contact, but it was potentially a flying header there. The wrong thing. And down the hall now, that was it. Looks like the game is finished over on the far side. Under 19's lost. 3-0, lost 3-0 in this game. Okay, so there was a bit of a difference compared to yesterday's game. So it's something really for the coaches to work on. So tomorrow they get a bit of a rest day and go to the water park. Well, I say rest day, but you know, boys enjoy that kind of thing. And then afternoon, especially most of the morning, until they get bored of it. And that's the end of the game there for us at the stadium. And well done to both teams. It was really, really tough conditions. Really, really tough conditions. The boys did superbly well to keep going. And like I say, that 20 minutes after half time, and we get a goal there, I think it makes a major, major difference to the team, to the morale, to the ability to get back into the game. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, even though there was a penalty shout, and or the penalty spot kick didn't convert, and unfortunately after that they went through to score the fourth goal and kind of killed the game off. So great game, much tougher opposition this time I'd say, and the boys felt that. Why not put them through a cooking class beforehand next time? So good little bit of learning for me as well. And it looks like there's an ice paddling pool for them to put themselves in over there, so good they decided to do that. Okay, thank you everybody. Thanks very much for all your support from back home. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to leave the commentary now. Like I say, we go tomorrow, and then it's an earlier game, which would be nice for you guys to watch, probably around mid-afternoon. I will confirm game times and venues and all that kind of stuff. Have a lovely, lovely evening.